Well, I think it's time to wrap things up with Althea. She's a blues singer, so the devil, selling her soul to the devil is kind of expected of her story, not gonna lie. But I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to see what her true self looks like. Alright. Keep going. No, you were... Which side of the mountains were you on? You were like... Yeah, you were like on this side of the mountains, right? Let's head that way. Yep, there you are. Almost there. This has been an interesting game so far. I'll probably talk more about it over whatever they have for credits. As long as the credits music isn't too loud. Full of the blues.
Well, it's you again. Come to hear more about how a poor girl from Memphis become the best blues singer in the world. I guess we can keep talking about that. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Let's see if any of my stories have tragedy to them. Fisherman who tried to catch the same fish for 50 years? Old man in the sea?
Just don't get that one, I'm afraid. Home. Sometimes home speaks to you. But I felt like a foreigner after Uncle Richard died. I dreamed all night of running away with my brother, discovering we were African royalty, a little prince and a little princess. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that...
Bit of that tragedy, eh? How about the ring which grants wishes?
The world ain't all sunshine, you know.
Figured it wasn't.
Yeah, I heard stories about fate. Man, he told me with my voice and my songs, I was gonna be a star.
Ah, the devil, I believe that is.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story.
And you just really like the tragedies. The farmer who drowned his son in the grain silo. That's always a surefire win.
I'd drink to that.
Did you drink to the murder of a child? Okay.
I got stories about sadness. Something in my mama just broke when my father left. Couldn't get her to eat most days, let alone feed me and my brother. Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Dark and scary. The devil who'd sell you the world for the price of a kiss.
Oh, that's a scary one. Some folks got choices. I was choosing between having nothing and having something. I didn't know it was a devil's bargain then.
Literally.
Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary...
Other dark and scary things one. The ghastly legend of Ichabod Crane.
Ooh, now. That sends shivers up my spine. Talking about getting trapped. Sometimes I hated him. I hated that he was my only tie to Memphis. That getting Marcus fed was why I had to stay.
Oh, resentment for her brother because she thought he was the weighing her down when she could be doing great things.
Ah, sun is up. One more night gone. I need to be going. If you want to hear more about the deal I made, you can look for me up the road this way. I was about 25 when I left my first record contract. No more richer than I was before. Those men took me around like a freak show. Me and my guitar and my sad songs. I didn't know what to do once I was free again. Alone, drinking my sorrows. That's where the devil found me.
Althea Chapter 2 available. Althea's Blues. Okay. He's right across the river. Is there a easy way to get across? No, of course there isn't. It doesn't matter too much. Alright, I can switch out a couple on a chapter of her life. Bring the grants wishes for... Oh, we're done? Oh, okay, I'll keep that one then. Oh, are you sure? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Try to catch the same fish. The jackrabbit. That one. And the rest are going to be just good markers of my progress in their other stories. Took a Louisville slugger to both headlights. Sorry, I just saw that's where we are, so... So, let's see. Require, around the corner, and see where right nurse is struggling. Story about the lake monster who bested the fisherman. You recognize the story about the fisherman who tried to catch the same fish for 50 years, but way more outrageous in your version. Yeah. Makes sense. See. Alright, and we have arrived. We have arrived. Arrived. There we go. Chapter 2. Friend of the Devil.
Giving up is its own peculiar kind of joy. Ain't nothing like it. No man so good, no smoke so deep. When the devil found me, I was on the edge of that cliff. He had seen deep inside me. He knew, and we made a deal. I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story. You got any?
Hopeful story. Instead, I'll give you a story of the jackrabbit with mighty... No, the pond where swimmers are caught by land-walking fish. That story fucked me up.
Trying to scare me. But I don't care for that one. I don't own much. My body's mine, but it ain't got nothing in it. It ain't no home. When I wasn't singing and playing, I felt nothing. And so I filled that nothing with plenty of other things. A river of whiskey, a lover's body, cigarette smoke.
Not the healthiest coping mechanism.
There was nothing beneath the skin after I met the devil. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Bit of that tragedy, eh? How about the story of the unstoppable Bronco?
Those thrills don't. Some people think fortune ain't got nothing to do with the good they've had in life. I'd like to think the things I earned, I really earned. I still think that, despite everything. The more I live, though, the more I come to understand it's who you know that matters. Ooh, now...
Bit of that tragedy. The Devil's Killing Smile. I'm going to tell you a story about the devil that you're very familiar with.
No, that's just two frightening choices. My choice was starving or glory. And what do you think I chose? Of course I shook the devil's hand. Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Let's see. The dark and scary things. The siren... instead I'll do a story of love. The man who joined a wild turkey flock to be with his turkey lover.
Just don't get that one, I'm afraid. Love. My brother dying sucked the love right out of me. Never been back to Memphis since then. Ooh, now...
Bit of that tragedy. Changeling child who haunted the tired and sick. Brothers who sought one another for 50 years at their spirits, blah, blah, blah.
The world ain't all. I didn't do my duty to my family. Every year I thought about Marcus less and less. I carried a picture of him in my guitar case, sight that started to look like broken strings, picks, as the years went on. I threw him away. I thought I loved him, but he was nothing to me. The sun is up. One more night gone. And I gotta go. I'm headed down the road this way.
And I'll be joining you.
There's more I'd like to tell you, though, about the deal I made with the devil. It ain't a story I tell everyone, but I think you should hear it. Someone should hear it. Someone should know the things I've done.
Fair enough. Alright, you're right across the river again, down that way. So back across to Louisville I go. What happens once I have all 16? Am I just gonna be summoned by the direwolf again, or we'll have to see, right? Well, I also noticed that, like, you can just restart the game from the beginning at any time, so is there just kind of like a no end to this game where things just happen? It's just like, okay, it's done, congratulations, you can keep exploring. I don't know. Interesting to see what they do with it. Story about the land-walking fish who delights in forcing innocence into cannibalism. Oh god, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Oh, thank you. Ugh. He's back this way. Run out of stories to tell her. Collected so many stories. This game took a lot longer than it normally does. The how long to beat for this game is like, even completion is less than less than 20 hours. I'm already up to 30 hours in this game. Ugh. Alright. Friend of the devil.
Oh, you're back. Well, take a seat.
Oh, she's already almost fully awakened, so time to just
Here for more about the deal I made with the devil. Sure, I can tell you. But remember, it ain't a story that go down easy. It don't have a happy ending.
Duly noted.
Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Dark and scary things that I haven't already told you already. The strange color from outer space. A good Lovecraftian tale without the racism.
Oh, that's a scary one. What's heaven? Well, I'll tell you.
Or maybe the racism would make it even more terrifying. I think that's the premise of, like, Lovecraft Country, which is like a... It's, like, set in, like, the South, and most of the cast are African-American, and the whole idea is, like, living in the South during those times, and, like, in general, and living in America, especially during when the racism is really rampant, it must feel like an existential horror, cosmic horror, to be trapped in that situation where you're basically helpless, which is the feeling that a lot of Lovecraft books gave. But they have a legitimate reason to be helpless, feel helpless and trapped and scared. Lovecraft was just an awful person.
Being famous, that ain't nothing. Being respected, that's holy. That's something for a rare few. Being respected is heaven. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Tragedy, eh? Tragedy, eh? Hey, eh? How about I tell you the story of the siren who trapped artists in the dying backwater town? I don't know why I'm speaking like this, eh?
That's like a song. Pretty and sad. The future's what the devil gave me. When he took my soul, he told me I would be the best blues singer there ever was. Ain't no man or woman greater. There still ain't. Ooh, now...
Some tragedy, you say? What is the one How about we'll do the story of the curse of the musician who began to turn transparent as his friends forgot him. Wait, is that a Back to the Future reference?
I drink to that. Past me. She was a beautiful one. I made myself look like a lady. I bought dresses and jewels. I had my hair done every day, my short nails buffed so they shine. I was beautiful once.
You're still very, I mean, you're still a very lovely looking woman.
You can't tell, but I was beautiful once.
Oh.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Tragedy. I don't know if I have a tragic one that you haven't heard already. The soldier who came back from the dead for love, maybe? But that's more hopeful. Oh, never mind.
Now that pain. Travel. Well, the road ahead seemed safer for me than the road behind. I didn't go back to Memphis. Seemed more important to drink my whiskey and play my songs. Send a check instead of a letter. Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Dark and scary things. Whoops. The bear who roams the Northwest seeking out the guilty. Try that one. I think that's more funny, but...
Is death. I did not think that death could or would touch me. Before I met the devil, I felt I was too worthless even for death.
Aw.
I never feared the devil, no. He took something from me, but he gave me back something I lost too. Ah, the sun is up. One more night gone. I'm headed down the road this way. Maybe we'll see each other again. And I'll tell you about how it all went wrong.
As all the deals with the devils tend to do.
Thought it would last forever. You understand, I was not just a star. I was an inventor. No one played guitar like me. No one. I deserved what I had.
I'll take your word for it.
I thought it would last forever. It should have.
Ruin the telling. Alright. Back up north we go. Out there at chapter 3. Now, this will be the thing. I need to find... This will be where we find out if she has a chapter 3 or a chapter 4. I think her story's culminating in her chapter 3, like... So, we'll see. Sometimes hard to guess which of the characters will have 4 chapters and which will have 3. Alright, what you got for me? Let's see. The story of the picket fence town where Sasquatches live in nuclear families. Sounds a lot like the story of the town where monsters live among humans. Yep. Sasquatches. Cute. Sasquatches in nuclear families. That's funny. Sasquatches don't create nuclear families. That sounds like the name of one of those, like, There's a series of, books where there would be, like, these 4 kids, and they'd always have someone at their school who, like, they assumed was some sort of monster or, like, sci-fi or horror fantasy creature, and, like, it'd be like something like vampires don't drink pink lemonade or something like that from when I was a kid that I remember at the those scholastic book fairs that schools used to have. And, like, I don't know, it's just kind of funny to me. Oh god, I got hit by a train. Shadows in the flames.
There's a song called Good Rockin' Tonight, written by Roy Brown. When I heard it, I thought, there ain't nothing special.
Oh, a statue of her singing out in pain, prideful, and the devil's literally on her shoulder. Hey, devil, I've seen you like 6 or 7 times in my travels. How you been, dude?
Sounds like a gospel, but it's about making love. Ain't the sort of thing they play on the radio. And I heard it again. Wynonie Harris sang it. Then, it was something else. Then I knew exactly the deal Wynonie made. Ooh, now I'm in...
Mood for that tragedy, you say. The arsonist who burns down gambling dens all over the country. Getting that one out of the way right now.
Is that one supposed to be exciting? Fortune? Mine is all bad. Think I was born cursed. There was never a happy ending for me. I die alone no matter what path I took at that crossroads. Ooh, how about a story about the
Dark and scary places of the world. I'll tell you about the storm generated by the gigantic bird.
I'll tell you about my home. I sleep in a one-room apartment. My mattress is dirty. The windows are drafty. My cabinets are empty. Ooh, you got any stories with a bit of
Excitement? Possibly, but I'm going to tell you the story of the circus composed entirely of former Wall Street brokers.
That's a bit cheap. Love. What? You need a soul to love? I don't think I'm capable of it anymore. Ooh, now I'm in...
Story of a bit of that tragedy. The changeling child who haunted the tired and sick.
Oh, now that pain. My family. We was all cursed, right from the beginning. I think my father left us because he could see weren't nothing there but tragedy.
Oh.
I'm in the mood.
A hopeful story. John Henry. That's a sad story. About someone who died.
That's a mice traps. This life is a prison. And sometimes I laugh because I made it. I made this whole world, and now I'm trapped in it. Sun's up. Don't bother wishing me any luck. Luck ain't in my stars. Love ain't in there either. The devil left me hollow.
Oh.
I'm headed down the road this way. Maybe we'll meet again. Or maybe we won't.
Maybe. We'll see. There we go. Let's see. Or loser demon summoning hellfire on anyone who beats him at poker. So it's just a petty demon who just sets fire to people if he loses at poker. That's funny. That's a funny way to transition that story. Alright, I think this should be this will probably be the last time that we talk with Althea. And that means that we're basically done with the game, right? Interesting. I'll have to see how it goes. There we go. Shadows in the flames.
Welcome back. I knew we'd cross paths again. I'm still playing for pennies. Still looking in at the world I made. Music that's mine, it's flowing out of others' mouths, rippling off other strings. Sit with me. Let's talk. I don't want to sleep tonight. Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
Did you use a chuckle? You know what? I'm going to tell you the story about the Box Shoggoth. Great laughing story.
Ain't that a chuckle? What's freedom to me? Some say that when we end, that's freedom. I wish I could find comfort in the notion of death. But I know what waits for me beyond the veil. Those sunken eyes like a deep, dark pit. I'm in the mood for a good, hopeful story. You got any?
Let's see. Hopeful story. You know what? I'm going to tell you the story about the workers who sing and pick cotton without pause night and day.
Oh, that one made me smile. Heaven. Heaven don't last. I'm the best blues singer in the world. But the world don't need blues like it used to. Ooh, how about a story about the
Dark and scary things of the world. The Chinese chef who cooked world-famous cuisine with the help of a grim-featured kitchen angel. Actually, no. The story of the Satan-worshipping preacher who poses as a man of God and preys on unsuspecting faithful.
Ooh, now. That's it. Faith. Trust. It ain't something I keep. Everyone I ever knew, they left me. They die. They get dead inside, or they just want to make a buck off me. So I don't know anyone anymore. Ain't no reason to. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that.
A bit of that tragedy, eh? None of these are tragic, unfortunately, but... maybe... no, those aren't tragic either. There's that one. You know what? I want to fill these out, so let's do the meadow with the butterflies. I think that's how I finished off Shaw.
That's a bit joy. Well, I think there's more of it in the world than there was. Ain't mine to have, but it's there. People dance more now. They smile more, I think. They don't need the blues like they used to. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Tragedy? Sorry, I'm going to tell you the story of the all-powerful king of bulls whose human thralls worship him. Protect him from harm.
Authority. Well, when the world don't want you, you can't tell people to fuck off no more. It's back to yes, sir, and no, sir. I don't play like that. So here I am. So I lay me here, guitar in one hand, bottle in the other. I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world, but the world left me. The devil don't give even deals. He knows you better than you know yourself. The devil gave me everything, but he took everything too. There's no running left in me. Don't weep for me. I will die here. Those young bucks, they don't even know why they strum like that now. Listen here, it was me. It was me who made this world. That's all I have now, and I need you to know this. I made the world that ruined me. So are we done here? I done laid myself bare for you. That's all there is to me now. My drink, my smoke, my guitar, my gutted body. You got something to say to me, or am I gonna have to play it out of you?
I mean, I'm hearing your song right now, and it's very tragic and sad. I'm actually very glad that I ended the collection of these stories with you, Althea. Thank you. So what happens next? There's another campfire. What does this mean? Where the water tastes like wine.
Congratulations. You finished your task. I hope in the end, you at least found it fulfilling. Hearing stories is important work. Everyone wants to be heard, and so few are listening. Let's talk once more before you go your way.
Oh, I should have put in a... actually, I'm gonna exit real quick.
Well, that is it then. Here you go, off into a new adventure. I hope the journey was valuable, and maybe the destination as well. Goodbye.
I think I fucked that up real bad. Oh god, he ate me! I fucked that up. Well, that was an anticlimactic end to this. Sorry, everyone. I didn't realize that that was going to be the case. That was a really anticlimactic. I wanted to try to switch out because I could tell him some of my favorite. I wanted to try to do that for like switching out so I could like show him the stories of the other things. But I don't really know what he would have said, honestly. Oh well, I guess. Maybe I'll look up what that actually was that actually thing. It's, you know what? It's fine. I really enjoyed this. Like, story-wise and concept-wise, I really enjoyed it. Gameplay-wise, it's not really entertaining or engaging. But the story, the art, the idea, the concept, the themes, very beautiful game. I can kind of understand why it didn't sell very well, though, unfortunately. But it's really good. Like, I want to bring attention to this if I can, because it is a fascinating game, and I don't see games like this a lot, so I really want people to see this. All the stories were fascinating. It's such a cool idea. Nothing else but the high praise for this game, honestly. Would I play it again? Probably not, but I would definitely, like, think about it a lot.
Tooth and claw in the nest of vipers or the lion's den. You can holler in a wail till the echo goes stale. Ain't Wayne or man are gonna save you then. But I'll beat my drum till the last day comes, where the mountain meets the sea. Yeah, the earth will shake, but the bow she break won't put no fear in me. 'Cause I see a land on high, so up in my final line. Well, stories end and I'm closing mine, where the water tastes like wine.
By the way, the music for this game is probably the best part. This game's music is fucking amazing. I love it.
Won't flow when your fingers run slow, and the song you carry goes dull and gray. Well, there's a place I've seen where the soul burns clean, and the verse it's singing rings pure and true. So cry no more, you just open that door. These shores of plenty gonna welcome you. And I beat my drum till the last day comes, where the mountain meets the sea. Yeah, the earth will shake, but the bow she break won't put no fear in me. 'Cause I see a land on high, so up in my final line. I've said my fill and I'm feeling fine, where the water tastes like wine.
Turn my eyes from these cold blue skies. Won't stay my worry, won't calm or quell.
I can say my piece, I can barter my tale. Won't ease my burden, but I might as well. There's a heavy hand laid across this land, and it steers my journey and it guides my pen. Press on, head high till the ink is run dry, 'cause my story ain't like to wind home again. Well, I'll beat my drum till the last day comes, or the mountain meets the sea. Yeah, the earth will shake, but the bow she break won't put no fear in me. 'Cause I see land on high, so up in my final line. Sky will shimmer and sun will shine, where the water tastes like wine. Well, I've wandered round, and there's a code I found, says a gentle manner in the righteous way.
Oh, wow, that was an abrupt ending. Whoa. Okay, so I do have a... I can talk with him still. Okay. Thank God. Okay, so I do want to talk with him real quick. Last story, though. Oh, they've all become wolf, Oh, that's how you can, like... That's how you can make everyone's stories upgraded. Interesting. So that's how you do it after the story ends, then. Okay. I'm gonna do that real quick. Bill says there's like a bunch of stories up there, but I think they're lying. I think they're lying to me. Anyway, let's tag in all of the stories from, see if there's anything that they say about each of them. Also, if there's a way for me to upgrade all of their stories more. Search. Struggle. Okay, I guess I'm not finished yet. Okay. Who's right? There, Ray's Lament. Wayne's Adventure. Bertha's Displacement. The Highest Tale. Loss. Blues. Shaw's Life and Times. August Tale. Tale Travels. Then I got like one more of these stories, a couple more of these stories. So first off, let's actually, what did I get from her? The Glowing Blue Flame, The Soul of a Musician Without a Choice. Nashville and Birmingham. But first, let's go to Jacksonville to get these last little bits of these. There's a camp right there too. Interesting. Oh, so every place where, huh? God, he's just everywhere now. You can just visit the wolf anytime. Fascinating. So, okay, that's not the ending then. I'm still gonna keep that in there because that was kind of awkward and funny, but the story about the Thunderbirds who bring storms. Halfway through, you realize the story of the storm generated by a gigantic bird. Yep, sounds about right. Now back this way. There we go. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Do this real quick. There we go. The vicious wild horse of El Paso and the only cowboy who could break him. Story of the unstoppable Bronco. Very good. There we go. Almost.
I'm
What about the girl who lost her wish-granted ring and searched for it all her lifetime? Very nice. Back over here. Back over here for this one. Story about the song which, if you sing it without pause, lets you work ceaselessly for weeks or years on end. Story of the workers who sing and pick cotton without pausing day and night, wildly altered. Alright, oh, I didn't realize that one actually hadn't been fully told yet. Okay. Alright, all these are fully told. All these except for the Jackrabbit one are fully told. Okay. Now let's have another chat with the direwolf and do it correctly this time. Or at least the way I think it should be done. Or the water tastes like wine.
Congratulations, you finished your task. I hope in the end you would hearing stories as a let's talk once.
See, it was here with the Jackrabbit.
This place is home to so many. People who lived here, people who came here, people who were brought here. Strange that no one feels at home.
God's life and times.
Will there be someone else telling you what to do after this? I don't know. I truly don't. All those other people's stories are in your past now. Is it time for your story? I know even less about what the future holds for you than I did before.
Alright, I think this is the last time though, so I'm gonna pick one more. And I think this is it. This is Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, which is a really fun game. I recommend taking a look at it if you get a chance. You can buy it on Steam or online, and I hope you enjoy it. So, thank you for watching, because I don't think it's going to change anything else. I mean, you'll see it if it does. But anyway, have a good time.
You were part of our strange little family for a little while. Now you make your way out of it again. We'll miss you. Well, that is it then. The last night of your journey.
Sounds about right. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it, and look forward to my next series.
Here you go, off into a new adventure. I hope the journey was valuable, and maybe the destination as well. Goodbye.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land. By and by, I'll see them far and long. When the night comes down.
Congratulations. I hope in hearing story. Let's talk. There was so much love in the stories.
Oh,
you
there's more.
collected,
Okay. Okay, there is actually more.
but so rarely without pain. This place is home to so many. Strange that no one feels at home.
Okay, so there's a little bit more. 1 second.
Will it be a happy story in the end? The promised land seems so close you could almost touch it in some of those stories. Do you think they will build it?
I mean, they can try, and that's the thing about it that makes it important, right? Gotta try, right?
Will it be a sad story in the end? Many of those people seem to have sadness at their core. Perhaps that's the real truth of this country, and the heart of the big lie.
Quite possible, yeah.
Everyone does eventually need to die. Probably even me,
I find it funny that that's Sting.
and certainly even you. Well, that is it then. The last night of your journey. And here you go. Off, I hope. Goodbye.
Alright, once again, we skip through that. Can I skip through this? I cannot. But once again, I make a Vor joke.
Congratulations. I hope in
Oh, I can
hearing
just-
stories. Let's talk.
I can just repeat this over and over again. What? Okay. Didn't realize I could do that. The pre-story.
What sort of role did luck play in your success, do you think?
I don't know.
Or was it all?
All luck, maybe. Jimmy's parable.
You should trust me to keep my bargain, yes. But you may not know the rules of the game, just as when we sat down to cards.
Okay, yeah, you're not going to free me from this lifetime of this, unfortunately. Stories are always changing and evolving, and new ones are being made.
And did you find it? The place where the water tastes like wine? I've
Nope.
tasted many a stream, and I've never found anything like that.
Nope, because it doesn't exist. Althea's Blues.
You'll be free of all of my traps soon.
I'm
But
sure.
Maybe now you
see some sort of benefits of living within Oak to Keep. Fair. Raise Lament.
You're free now. I wonder if it will be everything you wanted. Well, that is it then. Here, I hope.
Okay,
Goodbye.
there we go. Oh, one more time. Fuck yeah.
Congratulations. You finished your task. I hope in the end you at least found it fulfilling. Hearing stories is important work. Everyone wants to. Let's talk.
Alright, there's only 2 more things I need to do. Story of Little Ben's struggle.
You're almost out of choices. I hope you feel happy with the ones you've made.
Yep, I got one more. Quinn's Adventure.
I guess you'll be roaming and you.
I think that's everyone then.
There was so much love, but so.
I'm just randomly doing it at this point now to get through it.
You're free now. I wonder. You'll be free of all of my traps soon. But. Well, that is it then. And here you go. I hope the journey was valuable. And maybe the destination as well. Goodbye.
Alright, I think this time is actually goodbye. Thank you all for watching this. Love you all. I hope you enjoyed. This was Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. I really recommend this game. It was really good, interesting, and fun. Story, thematically, art, music-wise, not necessarily mechanically, but give it a look, give it a try. It's available on Steam and other online retailers. And have a good time. And I'll see you later. What just happened there entails like at least 3 or 4 fetishes, right?